travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation. Let's get started. Let me scroll to the top. So, it's Wednesday night again, guys. Welcome back, everyone. So a couple of quick announcements for anybody watching. Next week we will not be playing. Obviously I have to be in Spain for business, and I'll only be coming back on Thursday morning. Yep, new job, so they've sent me to Spain already. So we will pick up the following week with our jungle campaign on the 25th. The 15th, was that right? And then again in July. Let me just double check the dates. 13th. So we're going to have a 2-3 week break between the 15th of June and the 13th of July. And we will do a couple of one-shots, or maybe we'll do like a small Eberron campaign. Not an Eberron, just like a short adventure or something. And I think if you guys want to invite a guest or something to the one-shots, that would be good as well. You know, we can get a couple of people who want to play like Jensen, if he wanted to as well.
I'll poke him about it, sure.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Then back to our campaign. So, our party, Fortune's Favoured, is seeking a cure to the curse that is slowly killing anyone who's been previously resurrected and prevents anyone from being resurrected. After interrogating the lich Zeldara Cordress with Sindra Sylvain, the party discovered that a device called a Soulmonger is responsible for this curse, and it's hidden somewhere in the jungles of Chult. Zeldara broke free, and the party fled, racing to the jungle by ship, where they were attacked by pirates before arriving in Port Nyan Zaru. After gaining some renown by winning the dinosaur race, Lady Sylvain requested that the party travel north on a mission to help a local called Roku find evidence that the pirates who attacked the party were in league with Fort Belluarian, which is operated by the Duke of Baldur's Gate. The party returned without Roku to find that Fort Belluarian was also charging the dwarves that mine the gems near the fort exorbitant rates to use the nearby beach harbour, which historically belonged to the dwarves. The dwarf king, however, has the curse and is the only one able to negotiate a peace. A temporary cure was discovered that will enable the king to travel down the mountain and negotiate. Lady Sylvain asked the party to assist by travelling south to Kirsabal to procure the main ingredient for the cure, the blood of the royal family. If the party make it back in time, they may be able to stop a war between the dwarves and Fort Belluarian. On arriving at Kirsabal, Fortune's Favoured met with the teacher, requesting the blood. The teacher, untrusting of the party's motives, asked them to prove their loyalty by eradicating the blight from the neighbouring Nazi wastes and bring back any mention of slaying the Oathbreaker, Raz Nazi. The party travelled through the infested swamp, only to lose one of their own members, Ponty, to kidnapping. Chasing after the kidnappers, they came across and entered the ancient fortress of Raz Nazi. Encountering mutated plants and undead inside, they managed to rescue their companion, and are now in a maze of some sort, with 4 orbs, each with a riddle attached. We pick up inside the maze, Velrus having just deactivated the first of the mysterious orbs, and solving the first riddle. The orb has stopped spinning, and now sheds a bright green light throughout the area of the maze. It is stationary, and all is quiet. What next?
Well, that worked.
Indeed it did.
What did you do to it?
I put on a bit of an accent and told it to move.
You told the gem to move?
Yes, gave it an order, I suppose.
You did more than that, Varys. You are commanding. think he means the gem, not the spooky ghost man.
Ah, I simply touched it. It activated and the mysterious figure appeared. I suppose the riddles are quite literal.
Are you sure you're not having visions again?
You saw it, you were right here.
Maybe we're all hallucinating.
Well, either way, I think it is worth a try, and
So, you were able to lead them away.
I
The
suppose.
obstacle touching the one that had the clue of being a convincing leader. So we need someone with strength, courage to face their fear, and should be hard to deceive.
Well, the hard to deceive one should be obvious. I think of all of us, how many of us were affected by the plants?
Is it not all of us?
I don't think all of us.
I think it was the most. Lunan was the one that didn't.
Yeah,
Well,
Don't
there you
think-
go.
so I'll take the blue one.
Oh, we
About
can
the
find our way
strength.
back to it.
What?
I've seen, does the scale quite a few mountains, jumping at any chance he gets.
But I would have said that he was more courage to do so. And then Vargo was the strength of the mind.
That's a nice way to say that I'm weak as fuck. Thank you.
No problem.
You get used to it.
Alright, should we head to the
Should we
red
do them?
orb?
Should we do them one by one?
I would be more comfortable if we are all together in case something bad happens. But that ghost that assaulted Barry's, you never know what it was capable of.
Then Lunan should go first, yes?
Yeah, sure.
Walk there.
Are we passing through walls? Are we passing through?
Yes, I'm flying. I'm ethereal.
Alright.
Okay. So you all make your way slowly round the maze corridor, and Lunan stops 15 feet away from the blue orb.
I walk up straight to it, just waiting for the others to catch up.
Wait, Newman. I don't know what you're going to do, but here, have some guidance.
Thank you.
That was a quick in and out. Forget. like, on.
Look, he's dying. Not me. This is his trial.
Okay. And all of you are standing, it looks like a radius of 10 feet away from Lunan in case he explodes, is that right?
Yes.
I'd like to add I'm behind the wall.
I mean, we know the apparition appeared within 10 feet of the person that did it. So it's possibly likely not to do it again, so the apparition doesn't spawn inside of me.
Look, if I could go further, I will, but I can't.
Okay.
So
It's like I will take out the machete and stab at the aberration.
Should one appear.
Yeah,
Alright.
the one that covers us.
So, you're standing in front of a pedestal. It is just above waist height, given that you're an elf. And a foot above the pedestal hovers a blue gem. It is unmoving, but on the top of the pedestal, carved into it, reads, "One worthy of Ubtao should be hard to deceive." What do you do?
I reach out and touch it with 2 fingers.
The gem.
The gem.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Yal- no one is. Who's got him in line of sight? It only looks like Vargo potentially.
Bargo and Yerlena for sure, I think.
Yalena, are you peering around the corner watching?
Yeah, she probably will to keep an eye on him.
Okay. Okay. Alright, Lunan. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Here it comes. That's a 19.
You reach out, and as you do, your hand slowly goes closer to it. You stretch out 2 fingers, and just before you touch the gem, you notice almost a faint haze, maybe a centimeter, even less than a half an inch. Your fingers almost seem as if they vibrate before they touch, but nothing moves, and as you touch the gem, nothing happens.
And I lift it up.
Okay.
Or try to.
The gem doesn't move. In fact, it is magically held in place.
Valorous, didn't you say you moved your gem? I say trying to, like, kind of standing there pulling at it.
No, I simply touched it.
I touched mine, but nothing much happened. There was some blur, but then not much more.
Is it possible? I mean, we discussed this last time. I suggested that the deception one was not real. So the gem itself is not real, perhaps.
It's real. I can feel it. But maybe we are done with this one already? Or maybe it's
Seem a
trying
bit
to deceive
convenient,
us.
especially if one was go through all the other gems first. You would simply skip a step.
I know this is madness to suggest, but could you try to stick your hand through it?
I'm right now holding it in my hand, trying to move it.
He's
It's solid.
basically got 2 hands either side of the gem, his foot on the pedestal, and he's pulling it back like he's trying to pull a door open. And it's not moving. It's solid beneath your grasp.
If you want,
Do you
us
want me
to give it a try.
Do you want me to take a look?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Please, Lunan.
Before I forget, you all have got inspiration, by the way. Don't forget.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you.
From the last session. So that's a D10. Or advantage if you want to play by the rules. But go on.
I would like to first investigate it, just or perception, whatever you deem appropriate.
Okay. In this instance, it is definitely investigation.
Sure. That should be a 20.
Okay. As you look around, you start to investigate without touching it, and you notice that there is almost an image of a gem above a gem. It looks like there is a gem below, but it's almost dull in color, and just on the surface, like a piece of cloth has been draped over a table, there is a blue image of a gem that you immediately recognize as an illusion. Roll an Arcana check for me.
Sure. That's a 21.
Shit, okay. Peering through the illusion, you notice that there's a couple of arcane magic symbols there. Whatever the spell is that's cast on here is being hidden by the illusion. There is a lot of script that is almost invisible to the naked eye, and because you've trained as a mage, you recognize magic script when you see it. This contains abjuration. It is abjuration, let me double check. Yeah. And it looks like it's very powerful. It is a level spell that you will have not come across or read across before. The glyphs and the script on this, because of the Arcana check that you did with the 21, this is of a 9th level spell.
My fuck. Alright. I can see it's an illusion. I can see the real stone is hidden behind powerful abjuration magic, and that's the good news. The bad ones are that I have no idea how to deal with this thing.
Is
Maybe
it protected or is it perhaps hidden within somehow? If this spell is powerful, then I mean, the text does suggest deception, not protection. There should be some logical way around this.
Another madman's call. Is it possible to lower the gem towards the other?
We can try?
Lunan has already tried moving the gem and can't do so.
Okay, so moving it, yeah, but he moved it sideways. That was why I was like, Dustin is still in the whole idea of dimensions, up and down or sideways. So he has no idea.
it's solid in place.
Yeah. Vargo,
But
the magic that you can find on it is almost... The abjuration is of negative energy.
I will... Yeah.
As he's standing there looking at it, I'm like, it really is stuck. Pinging with my finger against it again, just to see if it has any effect.
Nope, doesn't move. You tap it, you ping it. As soon as... Did you tell the group about the illusion?
Yes.
As soon as he mentions the illusion to you, Lunan, you manage to see through, and it is literally an illusion of a blue gem, and it's covering a gem which looks like it could have been the blue gem, but it's dull and burnt out. Almost grey, and you could swear if you put your eye to it, you could probably see through it, but it's dull at the moment.
You said it's abjuration, but more of like a negative kind of magic.
Yeah. When I mean negative effect, so harmful.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps the real one's hidden somewhere else in this room?
Possibly. Or any other end that doesn't have one.
Well, perhaps they have to be done in a specific order.
But we could try one of the other ones if this one can fuzzle us, you know?
Yeah, let's try the others. We have to think about this one.
It's a good thing Dustus isn't in there, but he would just try to stick his hand down there.
I will try to just try a minor illusion of the gem, the real one, and put it over or in the same place as the fake one.
Okay. So you cast minor illusion of the gem and try and cover it up. Another illusion appears on top. It sits there, but nothing unexpected takes place.
Alright, had to try that one. Let's continue.
Okay. Which
Unless does anybody have a better idea?
if we get desperate, we can always try shooting a firebolt at it, but I don't think that will help us.
You're welcome to try. Just let me. There you go. You can try now, Logan. No.
Lunan, while the others walk to whichever gem they will go, Lunan sits down and starts casting ritually detect magic so he can maybe see some more information later on.
Okay. So I'm going to say about 10 minutes has passed having investigated the gem and trying to deal with that orb gem. And you're going to spend another 10 minutes ritually casting detect magic. Correct?
While the others are working with other gems, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, for 10 minutes you're going to be doing that. What is the rest of you going to do?
We are going to
the courage one, heading towards that one.
Which color?
Sure.
That would be the orange one.
You're going to head to
The
the
yellow
orange. Okay. You slowly
And
make your way.
You know I'm dying to touch this one.
You slowly make your way through to the yellowish orange gem. As you round the corner of the maze, Dusted, you come upon the gem in the corner at the end. The pedestal is about waist high. Inscribed onto the top of the pedestal reads, "One worthy of Ubtao should have courage to face one's fears." Above it floats a yellow-orange orb, unmoving, suspended in the air.
Dustin is going to reach forward and touch it.
Okay. You slowly reach your hands forward. Are you going to hold one entire hand or just touch it with a finger?
He is going to stretch his one arm out and try to touch it with the palm of his hand with all 5 fingers. Or 5 claws, if you
okay.
will.
So, you lean forward and you touch your hand to the face of the gem, and as you do, you hear an almighty whoosh sound. As just in front of Valrus, and between Valrus and Yarlena, in fact, a wall of fire engulfs from floor to ceiling the entire area, blocking off. You feel the heat, Valrus, in front of you, bearing down upon you. It is busy raging. Yarlena, you see this too. It just springs out of nowhere.
Seems I walked too close.
Roll. I mean, you're right in front of it. Roll a perception check.
Alright. Always lose this one.
Funnily enough, standing so close to it, it's hot. You can feel it warm, but springing up right next to you, it hasn't burnt you at all.
Dustin is slowly going to join over here.
Okay.
Realizing that nothing has happened, he starts to investigate.
As you turn around to go down the maze, you realize that the corridor is flush full of an orange glow, wavering. The light is moving, and you make your way around it. And you can see Valrus staring into this wall of fire, this almost curtain from ceiling to floor in front of him. He's just looking up at it in wonder.
I'm gonna look back and say, I'm a tiefling after all, I suppose, and do a leap of faith and quickly try and move through the wall onto the other side.
Okay. You put one foot in front of the other and move through the wall. Nothing happens.
Do I pass through?
You pass through to the other side and you find yourself in front of Yarlena.
You are in one piece.
Do we see Barris came out of the flames?
Yes, you do. You notice he moves through the flames. He's not on fire. He's not burnt.
Must be my infernal ancestry.
That was pretty metal, dude.
Dusted, as you stand staring at this curtain of fire, Valrus just looks up and then takes a step forward and another one, and he passes through, and the last thing you see is his forked tail disappear as it wobbles through, seemingly unscathed.
Dustin is going to spend just a moment being sort of fascinated by both Valvis's courage and the creation of this, because he doesn't understand magic very much. And he is going to try to follow suit. I don't know if Valvis and Jalena has moved out of the way, but I'll probably bump into one of them.
Jalena is standing for...
She's watching very intently.
Okay.
He's expecting a singed
Dustin
cat
is
to come out.
Gonna move through as well.
Alright, so as you take a step forward, you move through the fire, and as you move through and step out on the other side, without taking any fire damage or any burning, it doesn't even feel like it's burning you. The flame disappears. You whip around, and then you hear just a small, like, as all of a sudden, glowing light from around the corner where the orb is fills the corridor. Another 10 minutes have passed. Lunan, your ritual magic has been completed, so that's 20 minutes. Dusted, looking back, you realize that the other orb has now also lit up as the green one.
Interesting. Are we joining our comrade back at the other orb, or are we trying to figure out more while he's down there?
Has it been long enough? I'm not that familiar with hell.
As Lunan is done, he walks up.
Okay.
How's it going for you?
Did you figure it out?
No, I just finished the spell, but I thought I'd check on you to make sure you were alright and not killed.
Lunan, as you reach the corridor, you notice that there's some bright light being shed from down below where the yellow orb was.
Okay. So when all of them are dark before we do activate them, and they light up when they're activated, it appears.
Alright, so we'll try the red one.
Unless you found anything with not.
Vargo, did you ever touch the stone down there?
The real one? No, I didn't.
The blue one.
He did.
I didn't, actually.
So we might be able to solve it by someone else trying, if it doesn't work for me to do it again.
Someone who has seen the true nature of the... Alright, I see what you mean. Hello?
Mm?
Can someone come? Thank you.
Let's go down and look. Do you notice anything with the detect magic that Velaris didn't already notice with his checks?
So as you move in front of the blue orb, you do notice that it is held in place magically, so that it is unable to move. Other than that, nothing that you have already not uncovered. You know the illusion is still active, but you can see through it. You know that something on the orb has got abjuration magic. That's about it.
Right. Approaching the blue orb,
Mm-hmm.
looking through the illusion, I say, I see you, and try to reach out to the real one.
Mm-hmm. You
And
reach
that's it.
out, and as soon as you touch it, you feel like almost a bit of energy passing from the orb to you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
No, please don't. Oh, boy. Do we have to declare inspiration before or after the roll?
After. I don't... You can declare it after.
Thank you very much. That will be a 14.
Okay. Are you going to use your inspiration or not?
I am.
Okay. Are you going to add a d10 or do you want advantage?
Please, Adite.
Okay.
I don't want to risk it. Well, that helps a little bit. 15.
Alright. Lunan, you watch as Vargo slowly reaches out and gingerly touches the orb. And as he does, it almost discharges a small electrical current in a way. A small magical effect. All of a sudden, as Vargo is touching it, his finger remains on the orb. And he almost begins to shrink. Slowly at first, and then all of a sudden, he shrinks down to about an inch in height and gets sucked into the middle of the orb.
If I failed, I have one more thing I can do.
Okay, you failed. What's your one more thing?
I can use my reaction to contrast this magic with my own, using arcane reflection.
Okay. And at what level can you do arcane reflection, given that this is a 9th level spell cast by...
No, this just adds +4 to my saving throw, which will be a 19.
Unfortunately, that still fails.
Well, that's great. Bye, guys.
Oh my god.
As Vargo shrinks down to an inch in size, he gets sucked into this dull, lifeless orb, and you see him. The orb itself, whilst it looks dull, you can clearly see him inside, and he looks up. Vargo, you are almost stuck inside this rounded orb, pounding your hands on the side. From the outside, you can see everybody looking in shock and horror. Help! Help me! Let me out! You're stuck inside. Half an hour has passed.
Oh. Lunan just screams out Vargo and runs up.
Uh-huh. And what does Lunan do?
He's just staring at it, trying to figure something out at the moment. He will try.
Alright.
He will try touching it again. To be honest.
Okay. Bearing in mind, last time you had guidance, remember?
Guidance is only for skill checks, not for saves.
Yeah, well, that probably isn't on anymore, is it?
No.
I need you... you can roll out... You reach out and touch it. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please. There is one person already inside, so and this is the third time someone's touching it, so the DC has increased by 1 as well. You now need a 21.
I don't know, something is bugging, but I will do it in here. It's usually less bugging. There it works. Yes!
I never doubt you.
Wow. And that's without using your inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
As you... Geez, like a 19, that's good. As you reach out and you touch the orb again, nothing happens. Vargo, you see this hand come close and Lunan touches it. You feel a bit of energy, but it just dissipates as soon as his hand lays on it. Nothing happens.
Are you sure that's one?
Uh,
35 minutes have passed.
I will like to try and what is around me? Do I see the real one inside with me?
You are in the real one. Looking out, the illusion for you has disappeared. You're hovering above a pedestal. You've been sucked into almost like a white crystal ball. You're like a hamster in a cage. You know those running wheels.
Oh boy.
Because Lunan is already seeing through the illusion, or is he not at the moment?
No, you've seen through,
Mm.
and you can see Vargo stuck inside.
Lunan just repeating to himself the one word the Uptao should be hard to deceive, trying to figure out what it means.
What is everyone else doing?
I don't know, but DM, could I ask you that you make my token tiny?
You want me to make... Yeah, I can make your token tiny.
Thank you very much.
I look over my shoulder and say, does anyone have any clue of what to do next?
I still believe that thing is a trap and dangerous.
That's
And
why
this is
the
not
bastard
part of
might
the
be right.
puzzle.
Hell no!
Perhaps the puzzle was indeed not to touch it.
Well, there's no... You can touch the crystal all right, but what happens? Nothing. And Vaku got sucked into it somehow?
Yeah, he touched it, but I guess he wasn't able to resist something. I don't know.
What a miserable prison this makes.
We should have done the other
Can I-
puzzle first, seen if...
Can I hear them?
No. They
Oh,
can't
okay.
hear you, you can't hear them.
And of course the man that knows anything about Uptal and the story is inside the crystal now. I mean, what does Uptal have to do with deception anyway?
To appear in a crystal ball, it seems.
I wish I could hear you to answer you. Oh boy.
But
Um,
best. I had actually thought that Marco would be the strongest, or is it you, Jelena? Should you do the last one?
I don't know. I suppose it depends what strength it means. I can try if nobody else wants to.
I can do it as well, but I don't know. Can only one person do each of them? I don't know.
It seemed that the previous trap only dispelled once you walked through, not me.
Yeah, but I touched it as well.
I assume any one person could do all of them.
40 minutes has passed.
Yeah. Jelena, which one of us is most likely to get antsy quickest just standing around?
Probably you.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Dustin is starting towards the other gym.
Okay.
I will go and keep an eye on him while you two figure out how to free the mage.
in the meantime, DM,
Mm.
do I feel, see, sense anything inside here?
You do not. I mean, look, the floor is cool to touch. It looks like it's glass or crystal. You try casting spells, but they just seem to fizzle out from the inside. You try looking at any magic items or ritually cast magic. Nothing operates, nothing works.
All right.
Valrus, where are you going?
Staying there, I suppose.
Lunan, where are you going?
I will not leave Vargo until I've figured out how to get him out.
Okay. So, the two of you are going to stand guard over here. Yelena and Dusted, you make your way through to the other side. You are now walking in darkness. Dusted, can you... have you got dark vision?
Yes, both me and Jalena has dark vision, I believe, but I can light a torch as well because it's still really important to be able to see what we're doing.
Well, you've got dark vision, which is like greys.
Yeah, but that's grayscale, and I don't think you can read very well in grayscale. Just say.
So, you walk up to the... Are you going to light a torch? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you pull out a torch in one hand. The two of you make your way to the orb, the red one. As you get to the pedestal, it stands about waist high, and inscribed on the top it says, "One worthy of Ubtao should have the strength of his children."
And without hesitation, Dustin lays his hand on it, just like he did with the yellow-orange orb.
Okay, and as you do, you obviously hear the sound of the orb starting to power itself up. Roll a perception check for me, both Dusted and Yelena. And I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Bargo as well?
No, unfortunately, Vargo, not you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dusted with a 17. Yelena?
I got a 16.
For
the perception, yeah.
Perception,
We
yeah.
also
Oh,
have to
sorry.
roll initiative.
Oh, I didn't want to roll it straight away just in case it.
Okay.
I got a 1.
Yelena and Dusted, as you place your hand on the orb, you hear the same sound of something almost materializing, and then you hear like a Felris and Lunan, you're busy standing guard, and in front of you, Valrus, you see a small dinosaur appear just behind Lunan as he is busy standing guard. Okay. So, my Velociraptors get to go first. Let's bring that up. Right, Yelena. As you do, you are not surprised that this happens to you. Practically expecting something to take place. The Velociraptor comes running up and it jumps to attack you. And it gets a 15 plus 4 gets 19.
That hits. That hits.
Alright. You take 3 points of piercing damage. 10, 20, 30. Then Lunan, as you're busy staring at this, looking at Vargo inside, a Velociraptor rolls a 3. Okay. And the next one he misses as well. Okay, cool. Right. Then, next top of the round, it is Dusted Coal.
Dusted is gonna hear. I suppose that what the perception was for, hearing the screeching.
Yes.
So he's gonna move over here. Can he lean out and attack the creature from here?
Yeah, it should be occupying the entire space, but it's just a tiny creature, so yes, you can.
Watching that this is supposedly not an undead, he draws his rapier and tries to attack it.
Okay, and you're still holding the torch. You still holding the torch? A 12 misses.
Whenever I roll, it lags up so much I cannot push to speak. So,
Sorry.
but he's still holding the torch. Yeah.
Okay. You do indeed actually notice it is undead. Sorry. So if you want to change to the Warhammer, you can do.
Yeah. Well, that's a 8, so that doesn't hit.
True. Okay. Anything else?
I don't know. Have I? We never got a short rest, right?
You never got a what?
Short rest since
No.
since the ambush. No. So I have nothing. No resource. Never mind.
Correct. Okay. Valrus. In front of you, all of a sudden, appears a small velociraptor. It looks like it is being shredded. The flesh is slightly falling off. It's definitely undead. As you see it leap and try and attack Lunan, and it misses. What do you do?
Alright. It looks hostile, so
Yes.
I will use Frostbite, which is a 15 concept.
Okay. And let me just... He gets a 14... Constitution is +1. He gets a 15. Unfortunately, he just manages to save. Oh. Anything else?
No.
The tiny little... Rawr! Okay, that's your turn. Then next up, Lunan.
Lunan feels a bump in his back and then turns around, seeing some ugly little thing, and casts Hold the Dead on it.
Oh, okay. So now it needs to make a wisdom save, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It gets +1 to wisdom, so...
15.
Oh, he rolls a natural 1! The creature is undamaged, but he gets a natural 1. As bells ring out around the creature, it takes 6 points of damage. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright, the Velociraptor looks bloodied already. Next up, Yelena.
Yeah, she's gonna go for the one that bit her.
Okay.
She's very angry at it. Oh,
A 12?
yeah.
That misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The tiny little thing just skips aside as your sword whizzes just over where it would be if it was small, but it's tiny. Anything else?
That would be it. Just wanna say, why won't you stay still? Just let me hit you.
Alright then. Top of the round then. 10, 20. And all of a sudden, running around from the corner, Yelena, another one appears. And it attacks you as Valrus 1 comes up from behind you and attacks
Oh
you
my
as well.
God.
So, okay. Velociraptors have got pack tactics, so if two creatures are within 5 feet, they don't have to be adjacent, they get advantage on their rolls. And each Velociraptor gets 2 attacks with a bite and a claw. So, Yelena, both Velociraptors are going to go for you.
Okay.
They get +4 to hit.
My AC is 17.
So 2 hit. The others were
Ouch.
2 natural 2s. One is going to be a D6 plus 2, and the other one's a D4 plus 2. And they add 4 to the total. So as the other one, okay, you take 7 points of slashing.
Can I
and piercing.
interject?
Yes.
With interception. My reaction to intercept the D6 attack, which would be the claw attack, I guess.
Mm-hmm. The D6 is the bite.
The bite then. Yeah, the bite is interjected with 10 damage reduction, so that does.
Okay, so
no
you
damage?
only. Yep, so you only take 3 points from a claw, Yelena.
That's nice, thank you.
Yeah. Lunan, the one behind you, he is going to attack you twice. He gets advantage on his attacks. So he's going to claw and bite you. Let me just double check. No, I am incorrect. They should be both going for Valrus if they wanted to get advantage. So a 3 and a 2 with the first 2 rolls. It misses, which means Valrus, the one next to you, is going to attack you. The other one is ally. The creature ally isn't. Okay. A 19 and a 17.
Yeah, that's
So-
hit.
A claw and a bite. That is a D6 and a D4. And then we add 4 to the total. 10 points of damage as the Velociraptor appears right next to you, leaps at you and bites your ankles. And tries to get at you.
Alright.
That is their turn, which brings us to Dusted Coal.
Yeah, this one right in front of me definitely needs some hammer action. So let's do that.
Hammer time.
Hammer time.
Okay. A 7
Yeah,
unfortunately misses.
this is not good enough. I'm gonna roll with advantage, with the inspiration.
Can't touch this.
Oh, this is terrible. That's +3. So that's just a 9. That doesn't work.
So you rolled a 7, which misses. Were you going to add your inspiration? Oh, and then you rolled the, and then you rolled a 9. So
Yeah, with the inspiration, yes, that doesn't hit.
Okay.
So I'm useless again. Great. I'm done.
All right. Then next up is Valrus.
I have an idea that might be absolutely terrible, but I don't know. I try and grapple the one in front of Luna and me.
Okay, you're going to try and grapple the tiny dinosaur.
Yeah.
turning your back on the other one, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a strength check or acrobatics.
Unfortunately. Okay. I will try acrobatics. That's a 1.
Okay, right, let me roll. So for his acrobatics, he gets a +2 as well. Oh, that was so nearly a 2, but he gets an 18. Unfortunately, your grapple does not succeed on the scurry little bastard. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Lunan, down to you.
Seeing that the Hold the Dead had some nice effect, he will do the same again.
Okay. Toll the Dead is necrotic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me roll
Wisdom.
wisdom. And his wisdom gets +1, so he gets a 14.
Fails.
Alright, that is a fail.
And then it's a d12, since he's damaged already.
Yes.
Five.
Okay, as the Velociraptor, the zombie, drops to the floor, it must make a Constitution saving throw of DC 5 plus the damage 5, and if he succeeds, he still stands. So I need a 10. And it rolls a natural 1. Alright, which means it stays down, Lunan. Bang! Toll the dead,
Nice.
bells ring out, and the Velociraptor. Ah! Crunch. Anything else?
I move forward. Do I see the next one?
Yeah, you do. It's like nipping at Valrus's heels.
That's my turn.
Alright, Yelena, over to you. You have 2 in front of you.
I'm trying to think if there's a. She's gonna move up here so Dusted can get a little bit
Okay.
closer as well. And then she'll attack this one here. Oh, sorry, forget the.
The one in the
she'll
middle.
attack the one.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
hopefully.
Dusted is practically in front. Oh, yeah, that hits. I was going to say you can have advantage, but or even flanking, but that hits.
Hell yeah. That's not too bad.
And this is the one that
Yeah.
damaged you before, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. 12 points of damage. As you swing,
Oh, I should have used Green Flame Blade. I'm such a fool. Oh well.
it fails its saving throw, and that one hit swing cleaves the little Velociraptor in 2 as its body falls apart in front of you on the ground and just doesn't even twitch. It is dead. Is that your turn?
Finally. Yeah.
Alright. Then next up, as you go running through it, it is closest to you. The other one standing there is going to take 2 attacks on you. Ooh. So 17 and an 8.
Yeah. I'm sure the 17 hits.
Alright, the 17 hits indeed, because he gets +2? +4. And that is a d6 +2, so 4 points of damage. As Valrus, the one next to you, all of a sudden leaps and attacks you twice as well. Oh, he gets a 3 and a 5 and a 19. No, it's a 7 and a 21.
Yep, the second one hits.
The second one's only a claw, so it's only a d4 +2. So you take 5 points of slashing damage.
Alright.
As the little ankle biter tries to go for you again. Next up is Dusted Cole.
It will be my pleasure to try and smack this one.
Okay, you move up with your hammer as you bring it down.
Let's play Whack-A-Raptor here.
Oh, good lord, that definitely hits. A 21. Right, as you bring the warhammer down, you do 4 points of normal damage and roll your radiant. It's undead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was anticlimactic. But
5 points. I mean, it's still standing. Oh, someone's connected to the chat. Or is it just my music that's dropped?
No, all of it dropped. I think.
Okay. Is that your turn, Dusted?
That's all I have yet.
Alright, torch in one hand, warhammer in the other hand. Next up is Valrus.
I have no better idea, so I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try and grapple this one now.
Okay, you lean forward and try and grab it.
Alright, there we go. Oh my god!
Righto.
Can I use inspiration to get advantage?
If you want, yeah.
Right. Slightly better.
That actually, right, a 14 is good. You managed to grab it, no problem with the 14, as it leaps around and struggles and tries to jump away from your grip. Ooh, and he gets an 11. Okay, you managed to grapple it, no problem. Grabbing it round the head, I guess.
Can I move it past Lunan
Uh-huh.
and touch it to the stone?
Okay, that's no problem. It's tiny, it doesn't weigh a heck of a lot, and as you do, let's roll a wisdom saving throw for it. Firstly,
that's brilliant.
you're grappling it. I need you to roll a dex check to make sure that you don't accidentally scrape.
Alright.
I'm not alone anymore.
Ooh. Oh,
Nice.
God.
Okay. As you do, I mean, it shrinks down as much as possible, and then disappears. I'm going to put him here into the crystal. Vargo, please, can you roll initiative for me?
Look, a friend.
No.
There you go. 16.
16. Okay. And as you stand there staring, Vargo, you watch as Valrus is grappling this small, tiny velociraptor dinosaur and shoves it against the gem. And as soon as it touches, it starts to shrink down to an inch in size and gets sucked in right into the crystal with you. And as it does, it's
Do I notice anything as it appears? I mean, the way he came into the gem or something?
he gets what particularly are you looking for?
I'm trying to understand the magic of this thing. How does it operate?
Ah. You can roll an Arcana check again if you want.
Right?
You're going
15.
to 15. Yeah. No, you have no clue. This is even worse than the last time. Watching it, you're not 100% certain.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to say that the two of you go next round roughly at the same time. Because I suppose... Yeah... No, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, Vargo. You can you can use an action. What do you want to do? It appears in front of you. So you try to perceive the magic coming through. You've got another action left on your turn.
If there is some kind, I don't know if I'm imagining it right, but if some kind of portal opens as he enters, I will try to pass through that portal. But I don't know if that is what's happening.
No, not at all. There's no portal whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay. Lunan is then it's Lunan's turn.
Lunan looks around and like, what? You put him with Vargo?
To be fair, I was hoping perhaps it would replace Vargo. Clearly that doesn't work.
When you had it in your hands, why didn't you just burn it to a crisp?
He can handle it, right?
I hope so.
Are you going to do anything else, Lunan?
Lunan just stand there talking for the rest of his turn.
Okay. Yelena, in the meantime, it's up to you then.
Oh boy. She will. Yeah, she'll come around here and attack that one as well. Try and crush that one.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid things. Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably a miss.
Are we flanking it somehow?
Yes, you are flanking it 100%. So you get +2.
15?
That definitely hits.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you swing your short sword, do you do 13 points of damage? Oh my god! +5, so he needs to roll a 18 for his save. Oh my goodness! As you cleave it almost in half, the Velociraptor somehow manages to stand up again. One half of its tail is lopped off, but it is still standing. Is that your
why
go?
won't this? Yeah, I should have just said, why won't these things die?
I see it's split in half and then all of a sudden just grows back together.
Alright then. Anything else, Yelena?
No, I think that's all I got.
Okay. Top of round 4. It has now been 42 minutes. And on 1 hit point, the little Velociraptor Dusted, he leaps for you to make 2 attacks.
Of course he does.
And he gets a 13, 14, a 15 and an 11, 12, 13. A 15 and a 12, 13. 15!
No, that doesn't hit me.
Darn it. The other one, Vargo, as you're inside this orb, it leaps for you. Bearing in mind you're both exactly the same height now, it gets an 18.
I will use Arcane Deflection.
Okay. And that gives you +2, doesn't it? So it gets a 16, which misses. Dusted, your turn.
Alright, let's try to hammer this one and see if it stays down.
Wait, stop. Hammer time. Can't touch this. I didn't get any chuckles. It's so sad.
Apparently not. No, because I cannot hit for shit tonight.
Okay, so you swing your hammer down and completely miss. Anything else?
Dustin is playing whack-a-mole with this thing and it's just running circles around him. No, nothing else.
Alright, then Valrus, your go.
I stand there and intently look at the action going on inside the orb because I don't know what else to do.
How are you going to do it? Are you going to like peer in, grab hold of the orb and stick one eye to it?
Oh, that...
Maybe not quite. I'll keep my distance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In which case, let's move to Vargo. It is your turn.
By any chance, is this place lit? Can I see without the torch, or do I need it?
No, you can actually see without the torch because the light from Lunan's shield behind is lighting everything up.
The light was on Vargo's shield.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, why is the light?
Oh, so it's in the
Then it's-
shield, it's not a torch. Alright, alright.
Oh,
So
in
the
which
orb is
case,
basically light up.
in which case,
Yeah, that's...
the light has gone out already.
Alright, alright. Then I will use my action to pull out the torch.
Okay.
Although, I suppose I will have done that before, but... yeah, it's okay. I will use my action to take out a torch
Mm-hmm.
and lit it.
Okay.
That's it.
So you're holding your torch in one hand, and in the other hand,
This stuff.
your staff. Okay. Then Lunan, your turn.
Does Lunan hear the kerfuffle in the rest from Jordana and Dusted trying to whack that thing?
I'm gonna have to say roll a perception check because you're in between two walls and quite far away. I mean, it's difficult. Let's say a 15. Oh yeah, you hear it.
Dusted will move over, spending his action for movement.
Okay, so you go sprinting around all the way to there.
Yeah.
Yelena, your turn.
She's gonna try and whack it for good.
Okay.
Hopefully it dies. If it doesn't work, then she's gonna pick it up and try and rip its head off next time.
Oh, okay. With the short sword, you go swinging down.
Oh god,
Yeah.
that's a bad one.
That is a bad one. That leaves you open as a fumble. Okay, swinging wide, the sword clanks far off target. Anything else?
What? No, I should just say, why do they have to be so tiny?
Okay, in which case it's the top of round 5 and it's the Velociraptor's turn. Seeing this mishap, he is going to go for you, Yarlena, and he gets advantage. So the first 2 rolls are for his bite. He gets +4, so he gets a 23 on the first one. And the second roll is for his claw. He gets +4, so 2 17s, he gets a 21. Which means he bites and claws you for 12 points of damage.
Oh boy. That's not nice.
And you are outside my range. I cannot help you.
That's alright. I'm on 4 points.
The other one, Vargo, as you've lit your torch, you've got your torch and your staff in hand. He is going to attack you inside. He gets +4 in his rolls, so he gets at the most a 17.
I will use Arcane Deflection again.
Okay, and he misses. Next up then is Dusted Coal.
Okay, I'm tired of this little thing. So let's just smack it as hard as we can.
Alright. Warhammer in hand, you swing at the beast.
Hey.
And it's
I'm just creating indents in this fucking tile in front of me. I'm not doing anything else.
It skips out the way. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, I'm not getting closer to Yelena from this position. Just staying here.
Alright, in which case it is Valrus up next. Peering inside, you notice Vargo managing to evade the dinosaur's advances inside. He's lit a torch as the grey lifeless orb begins to glow a little bit with the light from inside. Is there anything you want to do?
No, I'm keeping an eye on what's going to happen. I'll stay there.
Okay.
He's making bets.
Taking bets from everywhere else.
Yeah.
In which
Picking
case,
up popcorn.
Fargo, it's your turn.
I point my staff towards the dinosaur and cast Firebolt.
Okay.
I fail miserably. Oh yeah, but it doesn't work.
Nothing,
right?
Nothing happens as you enchant or you stay your incantation. Nothing even fizzles out. It just nothing happens.
That didn't work.
Oh no!
That's it.
Okay, Lunan, you've come charging down around the corner, and as you do, you notice Dusted Coal's hammer comes clattering down on the ground. right next to the dinosaur, who skips out the way. It's missing a tail, it's beaten and bruised, it looks like it's almost about to fall apart. What do you do?
Since the hammer doesn't work, let's see if the flames does, and some sacred flames.
Okay, you're going to Sacred Flame, yeah?
Yeah, Dex 15 save.
Dex saving throw. I think he gets +2 on his Dex. Oh, he gets a 9. That's an 11. He fails. Is that fire damage?
It's radiant.
Okay. With 6 points of radiant damage, the little velociraptor dies as it burns into ash and cinders, and nothing is left on the ground except a pile of dust and ash. Is that your turn?
What happened? That's my turn.
Alright. Yelena, as you stare at this disgusting little creature that's evaded killing in front of you, Lunan steps forward, blasts it with some holy radiant damage, and it just reduces into a pile of ash. Rah!
Well, I suppose that's one way of killing it.
What are you doing for your rest of your action?
She will ask if they had any,
Mm-hmm.
and that will probably be it, I guess. Yeah, yeah. The only one left is in the gem, which I'm pretty sure even I would not be able to hear at all.
Correct.
Yes. So yeah.
Okay. Then it looks like it's a gladiatorial match with one spectator.
Without magic.
Without magic, as a velociraptor leaps forward for you, Vargo, and oh my,
Oh my god.
he gets a 17, which is a 21, and a 16, which is a 20.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay. Add +4. You take 10 points of damage as the velociraptor comes.
Oh boy.
Dusted and Valrus. Well, Dusted, what are you up to?
I think Dustin is just looking at Lunan as well, waiting for his answer to Jelena.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not doing anything, just waiting, holding his action to run if they start running somewhere.
Okay, so Valrus, I assume you're still watching?
Yeah, might call everyone. But might want to call everyone over there.
You what?
I would like to probably call everyone over.
So you're gonna start shouting
Yes.
and getting everyone's attention. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. In which case then, Vargo, it is your turn.
Do I get the sense that if I drop the torch, it will be lit still?
Yeah.
Okay, I drop the torch and use my action to put up my shield.
Okay. It's drawing a weapon or a shield. It doesn't have to be a full action. So you've still got your full action left.
I have to tell you that it actually is an action. Rules was written, but it's your decision.
Turning the shield is an action in the rulebook.
Yeah, well, the DM's overruling that. So I can say you can use your bonus action to pull your shield out.
Alright.
Because because your shield, it fizzled out. So as soon as it did, in order to light the torch, pull it out your backpack, it probably could have been quicker to drop your shield and draw your torch and light it. Stowing it would have taken an action anyway.
It's okay. Then...
So dropping the torch and picking up the shield, I'll say you can use your bonus action.
I don't have a bonus action. So I have one bonus action.
I mean, if you want, you can try and attack it.
with a staff. Alright. There you go.
Whack it.
Well, that's a way to do it.
Bloody hell.
For 3 points of damage. There you go.
So, plus the 6 from the staff, because that's the critical.
Oh yeah, that's correct. So that will be 8 points of damage.
9 points of damage altogether. 6 and
alright.
3 is 9. You rolled a d6.
Yeah, so, and the first one was a 2, so 6 plus 2, 8.
Hold on. Your staff is 1d6 damage normally, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, sorry, so it's 8 points. And you do not get a strength or dex modifier, is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, my bad. Sorry, I thought for some reason it was 2 plus 1 for strength or dex. Okay.
It's okay. It was worth a try.
In which case you whack it, and the Velociraptor surprisingly looks at you. Drops to one leg, and then gets up again as you knock it for 8 points of damage, and break one of its little arms and knock out a couple of teeth. Lunan and Yarlena, your turn. You're standing there as Duth is like, hey, what? And you hear some shouting coming from Valrus, sorry.
Lunan runs up, back to squeeze in. I'm not over him, but try to look over his shoulder.
Okay, so you use your action to run and sprint back.
Yeah, and then ask, how is it going?
I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from here. I think he's doing okay.
Why isn't he just incinerating that thing?
The beer's magic doesn't seem to work. He was casting something, but it had no effect.
Yeah, that's our turn.
Okay, Yarlena?
Yeah, she'll follow after Lunan.
Okay.
And I guess hear what they have to say, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she'll...
Alright, in which case then it is the little Velociraptor, and it is going to attack you, Vargo. Oh my, it gets a natural 20.
Oh boy. Yeah, nothing I can do about that.
Okay, so you take 6, 12, 14 points as he bites you. Leaps
Oh my
forward
God.
and bites you. Ah! That is his turn. Dusted, your go.
I'm just gonna spend my movement to move here.
Okay. And dash.
With feline grace, so I don't have to dash. I still
Okay.
have an action.
Uh-huh.
Jalena, would you be very much opposed to me trying to administer some healing potion to you?
No, I was supposed to do it, I just completely forgot.
I'm using a normal healing potion to you, which is 10 hit points. If I remember correctly, we do max, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We do.
Thank you.
So, you move up behind her, unstopper your potion and hand it to her, or do you just force it down her throat?
Well, either works. But at this point, Jalena is usually such a vengeful mode that he's probably administering to it her himself, just to sort of like, because she would probably touch the gem just to get in and get one of those little fuckers. So better help her now.
Okay,
No problem. Then next up is Valrus.
Does anyone have any ideas?
Yes, do not put a fucking beast inside of it.
Oh my god.
Did you put something in there?
I was hoping for a different outcome.
Oh dear. Is he okay?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You're looking at him. Is he okay?
Please, let's make a quick cut of camera when Jarlena says, "Is he okay?" It cuts inside the gem, and I
I turn back. No.
Especially
No.
since the dino is the same size as him now.
This
How
is
is
true.
he
Yeah,
not
it
turned
basically
into a crisp?
How is he not?
Blown it up or something?
I can't use magic.
Oh, no. Well, then this is my turn to go in.
Wait, what?
Well, when it gets to her turn, she'll start running.
Do you think
Okay.
we can destroy the gem?
She's too busy like honing in on that gem.
All right. Then let's quickly go to Vargo. Your turn.
at this point Vargo is a little bit overwhelmed. Yeah, he looks at his party and uses his action to dodge.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Having taken a critical hit from the little dinosaur that leapt at your face and clawed you in your chest.
Exactly.
Lunan, anything other than talking and thinking what to do?
No.
Okay. And as you're busy looking, Jarlena just pushes you aside and starts running towards the gem. Tell me what you do, Jarlena.
Wait, no.
She's gonna lay her hands on it. Not the spell. But
Roll.
touch it.
She's going to touch it. As you go running forward, you reach out and you touch it, shoving Valrus aside. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Can I willingly fail it?
Roll it anyway.
Okay.
You definitely fail, by the way. This is now the fourth touch. So, and as you do, everyone else, you watch as Jarlena all of a sudden shrinks down to size. Bear with me while I configure size. She shrinks down to tiny size, 1 inch. You get sucked in. Using half your movement, you get sucked in, and as you do, you fall from the top of the orb down to the bottom, literally landing right next to Vargo, as he's like dancing as much as he can, capoeira style, away from this like dinosaur who's and all of a sudden they both stop as they look next to you, both eyes on you. Poof. You still have an action.
Sure, she's gonna get up, move behind it, and try and stab it,
Okay.
hopefully.
As you fall, you just drop, roll behind it, stand up, and in one fluid motion, swing your sword towards it.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this. God.
Okay. Are you gonna use it for a D10 or for
I'm gonna
advantage?
Advantage. I'll do advantage.
Uh-oh.
I hope it's better. Oh, that's better.
Okay, that definitely hits. Bearing in mind it's a zombified, so whatever. Oh my! 10 points of damage as you come. You swing your sword. Wow! As you stand up. 10 points of damage. I need a 15.
Ooh.
All right. The zombie fails. Jarlena, as you duck, roll, swing your sword in a blazing arc upwards, hitting the zombie. It literally cleaves into 2 pieces and falls over dead. And as you do, on 56 minutes after activating the first orb, Valrus, Lunan, and Dusted, the dull, grey, lifeless orb in front of you all of a sudden flashes blue as it slowly starts rotating in front of you. Active blue light illuminates the corridor that you're in, and almost immediately Vargo and Yelena get spat out from the orb. I need Dusted, Lunan, and Valrus to roll a perception check for me, please.
Nope, I'm useless.
Don't say that. You're not.
Valrus a 15.
I have clicked, but
Can't see yours either.
Lunan, your passive perception will probably help, but I just want to know if you get better than your passive perception already.
I'm seeing freeze frame of the die slowly starting to very soon hit the thing. Like,
If there's another thing, if you guys are on D&D Beyond, if you go to your selected dice under your settings, you can change the shadow to its lowest setting, and that should save you on your frame rates, by the way.
Yeah, I was just about to do something like that, trying to figure this out.
Yeah. Okay. So, Lunan and Valrus. As soon as the orb starts rotating and it sheds a blue light throughout the corridor that you're in, you can swear you hear something similar to stone moving. Like someone's moved a block of stone and then it just stops with a bit of a thud. That brings us to the end of the combat.
I think I the door. And glad the other two got out.
And you notice, obviously... Sorry, and Vargo and Yelena get spat out from the orb in front of you two. You're all crowded in the little corridor now.
Take a few steps back for room.
You saved my life. Say to Yelena.
Vargo, unfortunately, Vargo, you've lost a torch. It is still burning inside the orb.
Well, that's it. There's no reason to be here anymore. Life has no meaning. So I say to Yelena, you saved my life.
Well, yeah.
You didn't know what was going to happen?
No, but it needed to die. You know?
I approach Yelena and give her a hug.
Oh. She just pats him awkwardly on the shoulder. Thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you. Really, thank you.
It is no trouble, really.
I will find a way to repay this one to you, Yelena.
Oh. No, you don't need to worry about it. You really don't. It's okay.
And you, and I say to Barbis. You really thought that was a good idea?
Figured it was the only chance I was going to get. I do apologize, though.
No, I mean, I see the point, but oh boy, it's okay. That could have been worse.
To be fair, we didn't know you couldn't do any magic when he threw it in there.
I hope so.
Well, I figured either you could take the small reptilian on your own, or it would expel you and trap the creature instead.
He just wanted to share the experience with you.
So what was the point of that stone?
As I said, I figured perhaps it was a trap meant for only one creature.
Like I was saying from the beginning.
Not for many.
Maybe the point was to not trust the first instinct we have when we find those things. I don't know. Anyways, lesson learned. Oh boy.
We should stay away from magical items.
Either way, did anyone else hear some stone scraping? It sounded like maybe a door or portal was open somewhere.
Let me
Assuming
say
you
now
guys dealt
this,
with
I'm
the...
actually happy that you realize that touching magical shit might hurt you.
The tree is an exception.
I don't know, it wasn't very dangerous to touch that stone.
Dustin just scowls.
Let's continue. Rest? I don't know. You take it from here, guys. Oh boy.
So something in this place has changed, you say?
Yeah, I will go and check the door we were at before and see if it's been opened.
Can you move your token to the door you're talking about, please?
I am slowly doing so.
All right. And we're going to take a break.
Alright.
That's fine.
I think what we're going to do, let's take 15 for everybody, and we'll be back at exactly past, yeah?
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Alright. Well done on solving the puzzle so far. Good luck with the next
Kind of solving.
Kind of. Alright, we'll see you guys back in 15.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
So how bad are everyone when it comes to HP?
Everyone is pretty much fucked.
Yeah, I think Lunan will at some point prep the butter thingy. I have 3 of those nuts.
Oh, the nuts, yeah.
The butternuts.
Yeah, I will give them the nuts.
Mmm, delicious. Get some
I'm
nuts.
so glad that's not on Twitch. Just getting clipped by ever.
What exactly are you talking about? Because everything's on Twitch at the moment.
Oh shit.
Cool. So let's welcome back, everybody. We're obviously back, and in the first half of our session, our team managed to clear all of the orbs after being confounded by the blue one, and Fargo getting stuck inside. Felrus thought it was a good idea to throw a dinosaur in there with him. Finally, Yelena saved the day by diving into the orb and rescuing Vargo, and by killing the dinosaur, the last red orb activated, automatically activating the blue orb. And then a mysterious sound of sliding stone took place. Right, we are back. Oh. Over to you.
So Lunan would walk up to the corner here and just look around the corner to see if the door was opened.
Okay. So, you slowly make your way around towards the door. It is still closed.
Okay. Then he looks around over his shoulder and they look pretty damaged, and start prepping the 3 doses of butter nut.
The butternuts, yeah?
Wait, what?
Right, let me just do one thing quickly. The butternuts, how long do they take to prep?
That's not stated in the... But I do remember that... Is it Vargo that has a kit? Mortal and pistol?
Yeah, I have the herbalism kit. Correct.
Let's
So
just
we'll ask
quickly.
we'll lend that.
So
Sure, take
the
it.
nuts only need to be crushed and rubbed into an open wound to heal a d6 points of damage. Okay, in which case, I mean, if you're strong enough, you could crush it by hand. It doesn't say that they need to be powdered. So
I think I still would borrow the mortar and just
Yeah.
smash them in there. It's easier.
how long are you going to spend doing this?
I would say a couple of minutes should be quick. It depends on how much one dose is.
Okay. In which case, then, let's say you're doing all the doses. It should be a quick minute, a group of them all together. You've said you had 3?
3 doses, yeah.
Okay. So,
Since I had planned to give 1 dose to Vargo, 1 dose to Valaris, and 1 dose to Yarlena.
okay. In which case, each of you receive a d6 healing. Why don't you all go ahead and roll your d6 now? 50.
I get back 5 points. Thank you very much.
Good one. 53 minutes have passed since you last activated the first orb, the green one.
Let's push into this next room.
Yes.
I can do it while you're administering this.
Mm-hmm.
Which room is the next room? Okay, so while you're administering, Dustin, I take it you move up to the stone door. Yeah. Okay. You reach the stone door. An inscription above the doorway reads, "Only one worthy of Ubtao may enter."
Might be literal here. Shall I head inside while you guys recover, or should we try to move in, all of us?
Are you able to open the door?
The real question is, will Dustin ask us?
Yeah, he does.
You
Like,
just did.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Feel free to go ahead. I say as Lunan puts medicine on me.
so knowing how much I've been humbled by door handles before,
Mm-hmm.
is there a door handle?
Interestingly enough, no, there isn't.
Well, then Dustin's gonna give you the shove with his shoulder.
Okay. As you put your shoulder to it, the door immediately swings open inwards quietly without making a sound, and it swings open to reveal a 40-foot square room. There are 4 small orbs similar to the ones that you have activated, alight within the room, 1 in each corner. The center of the room is dominated by a spiraling maze painted in red and slightly glowing on the floor. The room itself is pristine. There's not a speck of dust or mold anywhere in here. At the far end of the room, an altar stands, and on top of the altar is a small silver ceremonial chest surrounded by gold coins. A painting on the eastern wall shows a painting of a fortress on the back of 4 giant turtles moving through the jungle. Let me reveal the room for you.
Hey, Dustin.
Yes?
Shiny.
Oh, you bastard!
Shinies!
Well, that's not conspicuous at all. Oh my god.
This is an interesting maze in the middle.
It's the best I could do in terms of a maze. I mean, there's just
No. But just so whenever we have encountered worshippers, they all trace the maze. So supposedly I should trace the maze before I approach the Chinese.
Question is, do we want to do this since we are looking for someone, right? No, he
Ponty's fine.
Don't worry about what I just said.
But we're still looking for the haggard one, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's Chinese.
What did the inscription on the door say again? It said only one.
One worthy Wuta, and I asked if it was possible that we should interpret that as only one can trace the maze. Or
Potentially.
go in here.
I'm suspecting that as soon as any of these gems go lights out, it might be bad being in this room as well.
55 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Duster. You can do it.
We will just jump into this, and Duster will try to trace the maze. But he has definitely. Will he remember that teacher did it with her wing, and Asaka did it with her finger? I mean, it's always the arm that you're tracing with, not just how you walk. So.
Yeah.
Well, he will put his paw or his hand down and trace the maze in the middle.
Okay. In the meantime, Yalena and Valrys, what are you two doing?
She's just waiting for this to be over and keeping an eye out for any more little raptors.
Okay, so you're standing in between Valrys. I'll be honest, you can't really see much from where you are. Are you just standing guard in that corridor? Okay, you're gonna stand in the you're gonna stand in the
kind
floor.
of like pacing.
Okay, Valrys.
Maybe at most for the moment, just gonna get closer and keep watch. Observe what the others are doing.
So you're gonna stand. Okay, I'm gonna move Dusted into the room onto the maze. So you're gonna move into the room or stand in the doorway?
In the doorway, just seeing what Dusted is up to, I suppose.
Okay. And Lunan and Vargo, where are you going to be standing?
Did I notice anything when Duster entered the room? The gems glowing, or the maze glowing as well? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, from where you and Lunan are standing, you can see. You can peek around the corner and look into the room and see everything.
Mm-hmm. Lunan, do we want to enter?
I think we want to see what happens when Dust. At least Lunan wants to see what happens when Dusted traces the maze, and hopefully he does it in a good way, and then he can carry out all the treasure for us.
It looks too good to be true.
Okay, so no one else is entering the room. You're leaving Dusted to do this on his own, so no one's going to go and help him.
Dusted! Do you need any help?
No, I'm fine.
Alright.
Okay.
Like, how big is the maze? Like, does it look like it takes 5 minutes to do or half a minute to do?
The maze dominates the room. It looks like if you concentrate on it, you should be able to trace the maze to its end within a full minute. What that means in game terms is that you need 3 successful intelligence checks.
Oh, here we go.
Over the course of a minute to trace it correctly.
Interesting.
Oh. Is anyone going to intervene, or should I start rolling?
I think Luna will join, and each time, over and over, he does guidance on himself as well. Like, please help me, Ayun. But yeah.
You can cast guidance on him and you can assist him. Or the two of you could join together and trace the maze together.
That sounds good.
Oh boy, now it's a competition.
Which then means, that for the first, second, and third part of the maze, only one of you needs to succeed. So you could do it in 30, 40 seconds, a lot quicker.
Well, let's try that, but I still think that... No. Never mind.
Okay.
Now let's just try to do it together as quick as possible. What's the worst that could happen?
Alright. So, the two of you move into the room. Valrus, are you standing in the doorway? Under the arch? No.
No.
Are you going to take a step back?
Yeah, I'll take a step back.
Okay. As you move backwards, you do notice that there was a steel bar that was closing the door, which has slid back into the wall, which was obviously how the door was locked, and that was the stone sliding that you heard.
Mm-hmm.
You step backwards out of the room. Lunan and Dusted, please, can you both roll an intelligence check? One of you has guidance, I think it is.
Yeah, Dusted gets guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence check.
Dusted's got -1 on his intelligence.
Well, with guidance, that roll might
I
be a one.
never doubted. I always trust.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Hold on. So, the two of you... that was a terrible... The two of you start to trace the maze at different areas, because there's a lot of entrances in there, and of course the first two paths you try, you get to a dead end very quickly. And you realise, oh, that's not the correct entrance. Maybe the maze is entered by a different entrance. So, do you want to try part 1 again?
Oh, Lunan wanted to roll with advantage.
No, but it's okay. We just
we
tried
could just
one.
try again, okay.
Yeah, okay. 54 minutes have passed. 56 minutes, sorry.
That's a little bit.
Ooh.
Not much.
Guidance, did you use your guidance last time?
I will cast it again on Dusted.
Okay. In which case then...
Close enough.
So that should be 18.
Okay. Dusted, you start to trace, and you realise, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't, that looks wrong. And you look at the second, the third entrance to the maze, and then you start to trace your hand across the way. And as you look over, Lunan hits another dead end. You all of a sudden make it into the first inner circle, with your hand still stuck on the bottom. I need Yarlena to roll a perception check for me, please.
It was almost an 18 and then it flipped over.
Oh, that's unlucky. Okay. Right. Then... hold on, bear with me 1 second quickly, because Yarlena, I think I might need you to make a saving throw for me.
Oh boy.
Why can't I click the... Oh, idiot. Okay. Yelena, I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please. Yeah, just you. Okay. As you're standing there looking around, trying to guard everything, all of a sudden around you from the ground below, 10, 20. Let's go for a nice green colour, shall we? Oh. Is that correct? Grasping vines and plants all of a sudden make their way up through the bottom of the ground. As the grasping vines make their way through the tiles and they try and start to grapple and grab and restrain you. Oh, I need to click circle first. There we go. I guess it's about there. Yep. No, well, let's do it there. Looking around. Oh, wait, are you standing? My screen's a bit different, but either way, did you? Yeah, that's fine. These vines come out of the ground and they start breaking through the tiles, trying to grab you and entangle you, but you manage to move your feet and break through of these small plants that are almost attacking you. Lunan and Dusted, you can roll your second. And Yelena, what are you going to do?
She'll move away out of the thing and she'll peek round the corner. Hopefully that's enough out of it, but I can move down. And she'll peek round the corner and tell the others, there are some little plants trying to grab me. I think we might need some fire.
Wait, what? Oh,
She just points.
guys, are you doing alright?
It will take some time to figure out the maze, but it's going okay, I think.
We may want to be quick.
Shall we try and keep it at bay?
If any one of you are good at mazes, you're more than welcome to help. And then we'll continue.
In the meantime,
I think you might want to burn it.
Dusted
do you
did well.
perhaps want to...
That's good. You will also have the best though.
Dusted rolled a natural 20.
it's crazy, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So, in the meantime, Dusted, you don't really find out what's going on, but you continue drawing, finding the path immediately, looking at the other one. You manage to snake your way through to the second ring. 57 minutes have passed.
Can I go and see if the vines can be burned?
Mine hasn't updated for some reason, so bear with me 1 second. Okay, so Valrus, you're going to go and see if the vines can be burnt.
I'll sort of stop.
I will approach and give Lunan guidance as well.
Okay. So you move in to give Lunan guidance.
Yes.
Valrus, you move over to cast
Firebolt.
Firebolt. You're gonna have to roll a hit for me with advantage, please.
Alright. I'd probably show Yelena to move to the side as well to make things easier.
Okay. Alright, the firebolt goes flying out and it hits these vines and it explodes, and almost as the fireball hits the center, the vines disappear. Just like that. Gone and disappear.
Was it through the... did it seem like it was through the impact, or if it just went away on its own?
Roll a perception check for me.
I don't know!
It seems like through the impact, as soon as you hit it with fire, they just disappeared.
I think that worked.
Are they gone?
Yes. It
Did
was,
they burn away or?
well, they just disappeared.
Maybe it was magic?
I wouldn't know.
You're supposed to be the smart one.
Not really.
I think so. You think I know how any of this works? No.
You think I've studied magic for my spellcasting?
I would expect you to at least know a little bit.
And that little bit tells me that I have no idea what is going on here. This is all new to me. I've never even stepped foot into
Tell
this.
you anything then, does it? And you are still an idiot, just like me.
Slightly less so.
Guys, stop pretending you don't like each other. They're risking their lives.
Oh, right.
They didn't have a plant trying to eat them.
Alright, as you two are busy doing it, Dusted and Lunan are busy finishing. Vargo has cast guidance on Lunan for the third stage. When
Lunan casts it on Dusted.
on Lunan cast it on Dusted, so we've got a chain reaction here. You guys are concentrating over there. I need Valrus and Yarlena to roll a perception check for me, please.
Oh, sorry, that was not out of order.
It was out of order, yeah.
It's fine, I'll do great. No.
You're
Okay.
just calling
Appropriate.
Varus an idiot.
Okay. The two of you are busy arguing again with each other about vines and whatnot. You don't notice a figure stepping out in front of you. And as he does, a slightly bent over human male. He's got a long unkempt beard, unkempt hair, wearing tattered clothes, and he's covered with mould. He carries a twisted wooden staff which has a small black gem inset on the top of the staff. The only thing you notice is as he moves around the corner, it appears that he is surrounded by spores. And as he gets within 10 feet of you, Valrus, two of these spores jump off and dart their way straight towards you as they go flying forward. And they splatter onto the wall above and behind you. You hear a almost like the burst of those bubbles that you heard when you're in the deep swamp. And as you look around, your attention snaps to him. You notice he almost giggles.
You may have killed my creation, but you will serve as fertilizer for the next one.
I need everyone to roll initiative now, please.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm going to immediately slap at Yolena and say we've got company.
What? Another illusion? Oh. She clearly thinks it is, though.
Okay. Valrus, it is you.
Ooh,
The go on.
was that a natural fumble that he had, or is that some other kind of attack?
It's not a natural fumble that he had. No.
Shame.
It's some other kind of an attack. Yes.
Okay. I was still surprised by that, so he's just gonna use Chaos Bolt and blast them.
Okay.
Yep. I'll use my inspiration right away.
Okay. Good plan.
That was almost better. 12.
Oh, so you use your inspiration for advantage, not to add a d10.
Yeah,
Okay.
shouldn't have.
Unfortunately, yeah, the 12 misses.
Yeah. Alright.
Sorry about that. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. Next up then is Fargo. You've just cast guidance on Lunan when you hear this giggling sort of a chuckle about something being fertilizer, and out of the corner of your eye you notice something explode above Valrus. Fargo? Oh, Vargo's muted.
Oh, sorry, I was talking. I said that since I cannot see what's happening, I cast Bless on Barris, Darlena, and myself. And
Okay.
to my companions inside the room, I say to them, I think we might have company.
Alright. Next up... Oh, can you guys bless your tokens then, please?
They are
Oh, they are.
blessed, I think, at least for ours.
Yep.
So, Lunan, next up is you.
So each of these things have taken a full, 10 rounds.
No.
So I could continue with the mace.
Correct.
Then I will do that, but without the guidance now.
Well,
Since
you've...
he casted another concentration.
Oh, the guidance has dropped because of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, roll your intelligence check for the maze, please. Okay. You spend your turn tracing the maze. Dusted, I need you... Are you going to trace as well?
He's gonna hesitate for just a moment and then realize, or think he realized that's not too much to go, so he's gonna try and trace it, yeah.
Alright. Now, you've got guidance.
That's 18.
Okay. The two of you are going to use your entire turn to trace on the maze. Yelena, you're up next. I'm purposefully not giving you the outcome, by the way.
Yeah.
Yelena, you're up next.
She'll move here and I guess attack the guy who has appeared out of nowhere.
Almost out of nowhere, yes.
Almost out of nowhere.
Okay, and you roll, and with a 19, that actually hits.
Yeah, I'm just quickly thinking if there's something But no, it's fine. Oh, what was it, 2?
Something better than swinging with your sword of vengeance.
9 points altogether?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Right. The sword swings and bites into something that is almost wooden below his cloak. You can hear the thunk of wood as it does. And he giggles as he takes damage.
She'll turn around as she feels that, and she'll say, "You know, this feels like chopping down a tree."
Yes, and you will be mine, and your rotten body shall feed it.
Noted.
Is that
I
your
take
turn?
Yarlena.
Yeah, I should just say, but trees don't eat people.
Alright. Both of you, within 10 feet, 2 spores detach from... as you are this close, you almost see that he's surrounded by spores, almost like, you know, where you see loads of flies over a dead corpse. They are just sort of like moving in and around on him, and 2 of them fly out and make their ways towards you. Valrus, the first one, flies at you for a 7.
That misses.
Okay, and Yarlena, the second one, flies straight at you. Oh wow! Both of them miss as the spores fly past and like blast against the walls, and these little pops take place as this dark green sort of like gas erupts. Not that big. Then he gets his turn. Yarlena, he is going to touch you. I believe it's touch. Let me double check. No, he doesn't even have to touch you. Literally, as you've stepped up to hit him, he looks at you, points his finger and says, "Blind. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please."
With bless.
You've got bless, yes.
Doesn't need it.
But Jalena rolls 20.
Sorry, I forgot I was talking to Jarlena. Yeah.
It's okay, I'll add the blessing anyway, just in case.
Okay. And as you do, the blindness spell doesn't take effect. God damn it.
Oh.
Okay, that's gonna have to be his turn. Right. In which case, let's pause that. Next up then, on turn 20, Valrus, before you go, as you do, the walls next to you and Yarlena, spores slowly start to grow on the walls. A small gas blows out. I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Alright.
Valrus saves.
I used all my luck in my other one.
Yeah.
That's a D4.
Yeah, you did a 7 for your con save plus the d4 of 2, yeah? So that's a 9. Okay. The spores that all of a sudden secrete from the walls sort of blow across. The gas fills up your face. Funnily enough, it's not the exact same as the plants that you succumbed to previously. This is more along the lines of necrotic damage for 7, please. As the gas hits you, you almost feel as if your face is eating you from the outside in. And he begins to chuckle.
Rotten bodies.
Valrus, it's your turn.
Right, I am going to toss a firebolt over Earlina's shoulder at the tree man.
Okay. A 12.
Have your bless.
Oh,
and
12
bless,
misses. You're
yeah.
gonna need bless.
Ah. 16.
16. Yeah, that hits.
Alright. Let's see. 7.
7 points. Okay. The firebolt flies and manages to hit him for 7 points of damage. Good job. He's still standing. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Next up, Vargo.
Oh boy. I will approach the group inside the room.
Okay.
Please one of you go help the others. I'm too weak to fight, and honestly the most valuable thing I'm capable of doing is keep my spell. And I will ask if one of them leaves, I will ask the other one to help me solve this puzzle.
Okay. Which puzzle?
The maze. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, that is your turn?
Yeah, I'm holding my action to solve the puzzle with help from other.
Okay.
So I'm saying to him when he comes in, here, continue from here as I leave.
Alright, thank you.
Let's take a step back first. Vargo, you move in and you say what you do. And as you do, you realise that both Lunan and Dusted are tracing the maze. And as you step in and you watch them and you're like, oh, I'll help do the maze if you can go, you all of a sudden notice that their two hands bump into each other as they reach the final portion of the maze, and they trace with both of the 15 and an 18 that you guys rolled.
Yeah.
The next 3 seconds, both of you manage to make it into the center of the maze and complete it.
Nice.
And as soon as it does, the traced solution to the maze on the ground begins to light up. The light grows brighter and brighter, and then it culminates with a flash whoosh, of warm green light that bathes the entire room that you're standing in. Instantly, each of the orbs in the corners of the room shatter, crack, and glass spills everywhere on the ground. A strange tightness in your chest that you never knew was there almost seems to loosen, and your head and sinuses seem to clear, as if you've just come up for air after a long time underwater, holding your breath. Now, Lunan, it is your turn.
So, since he needed help, I'm going out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you go running out.
Yep. And if I'm able to, I will stand by the corner. I don't know where my token went. I can't see it. No, it's back. I will stand by the corner and take a firebolt from there.
Okay,
If I'm able to.
go ahead. From in the doorway or next to Valrus?
Next to Valrus, it's just jumping around.
Okay,
Not even it at the moment.
go ahead and make your attack.
$17.
A 17 hits.
4 damage.
4 points of damage. Okay.
That's my turn.
Dusted. You come up for air as the mace is finished tracing. Lunan bolts off. What do you do?
He's gonna look at the treasure at the back of the room.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna look to Vargo.
Yeah.
And then back at the treasure. And he's just gonna snarl at Vargo sort of bitterly and defeatedly. See if you can find anything in the chest, and then he's gonna bolt off.
Okay. So you're going to run up behind Lunan.
I run here, that's 15 movement, right?
Yeah.
There's no way I can... I definitely don't have web walk, but I have climbing speed, obviously. I am really considering if I can crawl around them and then end up here.
You can't move through another opponent's square. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
It's a contested athletics, I think.
You've used 15 and then moving through your other opponents. I think... Is it difficult terrain? So...
If so, I have feline agility because I've been standing still in before I used it last to catch up with the others.
So I guess you could try?
Well, I don't know what you want me to roll for that.
So, yeah, it's going to be a contested, let's say like a strength or athletics to get through. Because you're going to effectively try and push him out the way to get past him. Okay. Let me first roll the d20 and see. Alright. So he gets a 9 plus 1, he gets a 10. Which means that he stays put. So, unless everybody else moves back, then you're stuck where you are, Dusted. Because you can't share a 5-foot square with Yarlena.
That's true.
So, as you try pushing through, there's just too much commotion going on. You can't make it through. Is that your turn?
I have nothing else, and I cannot see the villain from here.
True. Okay. In which case, then next up is Yarlena.
She'll notice that Dusted wants to get past, so she will try moving here.
Mm-hmm.
And then for her action will just be her drinking a potion.
Okay. So let's... You have to move into his square, so let's go for seeing if you can try and push past him and push him out the way. A contest of strength or agility. Or athletics.
Oh, can I use an acrobatics?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh. This isn't my day. Maybe he'll roll lower.
Yes.
Oh, you are so lucky. Oh, bollocks. Okay, so you managed to push past him right through there. As you shoulder barge your way through, you get to the other side, and you're going to quaff a potion.
Yeah, a potion of greater healing. How much is that? 16, 20?
20, yes. 4, 8, 16, 20, correct.
Cool. So, yeah.
Oh, so that nearly puts you on full.
Yes.
Okay. Right. as you manage to push your way past him, he is going to in 20 feet. I guess it'll be there. He casts spike growth. So the ground in a 20-foot radius entered on a point within range sprouts spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain. When a creature moves into or within, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. Yeah?
And we cannot see that it's actually spiked, I think.
Yeah, the ground is camouflaged and looks natural. You can make a perception check to notice it. But don't forget, difficult terrain is half speed. Basically. Okay. He is then going to use his reaction to release 2 spores. One at Valrus, one at Yalena. Valrus will go for you first, as the necrotic spores fly across. Oh, May, you're so lucky. That was a natural 20 and it rolled onto a 14.
Oh, thank God. I do have thing on, I believe. Mage armor, so it should be 15.
Lucky.
Armor class. Yeah.
So that misses, and Yolena, that's a 6, so that misses. That is his turn, actually. Right. In which case, then, top of the round, Valrus, just before as you go, Dusted, Lunan, and Valrus, I need you all to make Constitution saving throws, please. As spores detach themselves from the walls around you and explode just above you.
I've had enough of this ball nonsense.
Okay,
So-
Valrus.
Luna will use his inspiration.
His perspiration.
Inspiration.
Oh, okay. Oh, you rolled a 3. Oh, you. Poor
I rolled
guy.
a 1, not 1.
Okay. So you can. Valrus, you're fine. You save. No damage at all.
Oh, come on!
Lunan, unfortunately, you fail, and Dusted, you save with a 25. So Lunan, you take 2d6 necrotic. As the spores explode off the walls, you take 6 points of damage. Okay. That is the lair action. Next up is Valrus, followed by Fargo. Yeah!
I'm going to attempt it again and Chaos Ball.
Okay. Oh, an
There we
18.
go, that hit.
Okay, an 18 hits.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Go, and it's 2d6 as well. There we go.
Okay.
Wait, I forget which. That was such a pain to use. 3 and 5. Fire damage.
Ah, okay. Fire damage is good. So that's how much altogether?
11.
11.
Not 12? 4 plus 8?
Yes, it is 12.
Yep. Good maths. Okay. Cool.
Concentration on that spike growth, please.
Oh yes.
That is a very good point. $17.
Damn.
Let me make a marker with concentration. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. Next up then is Vargo.
Let's do some Toll the Dead on this guy.
He's damaged.
Okay, Vargo first, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I think Vargo's muted again, is he?
He's in the treasure room. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, sorry. The question is, do I see the spike growth around me?
Yes. Well, no, you don't. You need to make a perception check.
Alright. There we go. It will be 14.
14. No, I think the DC is 15. Have you got Bless?
Nah, but it doesn't. Yeah, but it doesn't. It does not help with this.
Oh,
If I don't see the spike growth, I go in.
Okay. Excellent. So as you take 2 steps forward, you all of a sudden notice you taking damage. Your movement is halved, and you can get in behind Dusted, I guess.
Yes. As I enter, do I take the damage as I enter or once I move inside?
Every 5 feet. So as you moved into the first 5 feet, you'll take 2d4 points of damage, and then realize something is afoot or underfoot.
Oh, sorry. Did you want to roll the damage?
I already have. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So I take the damage, make a concentration save, which I fail.
Excellent.
Oh, actually, no. I'm succeeding. I'm using arcane reflection to succeed that. It's too important. But,
Okay.
And yeah, as soon as I take the damage, I move back.
Okay.
Does moving back make me take the damage again or no?
I'm gonna say no, because if you realize you've stepped in, once you take 1 or 2 steps in, you're like, oh, damage, and you just step backwards. So I'll say no.
All right.
Yeah.
I will say I cannot help you guys. Sorry, and move back towards the chest, and that's my turn.
Okay. Now it's Lunan's go.
So, as I said, Toll the Dead, Wisdom 15 save.
Wisdom 15. Okay, he gets +4. Ooh, 24. 23, thank you very much.
So, then Luna will just stay put.
Okay, in which case it's Dusted Coal.
Yeah. Let's just see if Dusted notices first, shall we? That he's standing in death.
Yes, he does.
But he's gonna do the stupid thing anyway and push. Is it 10 feet to get in front of him, or is it 15 feet?
To get in front of who? Valrus?
Yeah.
15.
Oh, you're hurting me. But what's the option of climbing on the walls here?
You could.
That's 5 feet in front of Lumen. It's 5 feet in front of Valvis, then 5 feet on the other wall of Valvis, and then 20 in front of the maniac.
spike growth is on the floor. If you can climb the walls, your climbing speed is. You're a cat, aren't you? So is it the same as your walking?
20, yeah. No, it's 20, so it's not as efficient.
5, 10. So I mean, you could climb and drop in front of Valrus and take no damage, but the.
Well, I would still enter it as I land. So obviously, I'll take the damage as I land, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, because it's entering it there in that moment.
So, I mean, the walls are not easy to climb, but I guess
Yeah.
if you're bigger than 5 feet, you can stretch your legs and arms out because it's a corridor. So let's say DC 12.
Yeah, acrobatics or athletics.
Your choice: acrobatics or athletics.
So that's an gosh.
Just an 11. Are you blessed? Inspiration?
No, not blessed.
No, I have nothing.
Okay, so
So that's
As-
that's probably just 15 feet through the pane.
that's if you. Well, as you scrabble up, you realise the walls are just that little bit too slippery for you to get a grip on. Do you want to push through to the legs of your compatriots?
Yes, I will.
Okay, in which case.
Give me the 64, please.
Well, I got a couple of low ones there for you, but 2 4s as well. So as you push through and you make your way to the other side, you get through. You use your full movement to get to him, taking 15 points of damage. Now what?
Now it's hammer time. No, actually not. Actually not. It's not hammer time. It's what is it called? The braces. I'm gonna stab this man for acid damage.
The doodad Bawayas braces. Okay.
So that's 14.
A 14 hits. As the braces ignite when you swing towards him and acid damage comes flying out.
7 points of acid.
The 7 points of damage, and he starts to chuckle.
After all this time, I just needed more fodder to help me get through the maze. You have helped. Yes.
Let me mark down the 7 points.
And concentration.
And a concentration, thank you. Oh, it's 17 again. And is it a marker? And as you hit him, you notice he is bloodied. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright. Next up then is Yelena.
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah.
I want to pull the hammer up.
Okay, you draw the hammer. Yelena.
She's gonna stab him, and just in case he does decide he wants to go anywhere, she's gonna cast Booming Blade with it.
Okay.
So that's like if she hits and he moves willingly, he takes 2
A D8.
1d8, sorry. Oh no, 2d8.
Okay.
No, 1.
Is it not the melee attack?
No, but you're not level 5 yet.
Ah.
1d8 if it moves.
Oh yeah, God, I was reading the second paragraph. Okay. 1d8.
Okay.
If he moves.
You're blessed in case it matters.
So
Yeah. Mean.
15 hits.
Oh yeah.
15 hits. And he takes 10 points of damage. He rolls for concentration. Oh!
Yes.
Does he get
Yes.
does concentration check get constitution save? Bonus?
It is.
Yeah.
It is,
Oh yeah.
yes.
So you get I don't know what his constitution is, but yeah.
You add his modifier, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, then he passes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he manages to keep the spike growth up. But he takes the 10 points of damage.
Yes.
Alright. And as he gets hit, he's like,
Ah, you cannot kill Rexto!
is that your turn?
Yes, that'll be it. I don't really have anything else.
Okay.
That's it.
He's going to use his action. And Yolena, he's going to point at you and he's going to say, "Ban!" As a streak of light flashes towards you. He's going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh,
Oh boy. In case you want to think about that, DM, it will have disadvantage technically.
Okay, he gets +7 to hit. So, disadvantage because of...
It's
5 feet.
ranged.
He's going to do it anyway. And he rolls 2 11s +7, that's 2 18s.
that hurts.
Okay. Guiding Bolt is 4d6 radiant damage, and the next attack roll made against the target has advantage.
Reaction interject.
That's 17 points of damage.
Oh my god. I'm glad I drank that potion.
Minus
-6.
8.
8 minus 8, so you take 9.
No, plus my. Well,
What's your total?
She will take 11, I think.
Is 6 the total? Then that's 11.
no, I remove 8, so it's 9 damage she takes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's a
Oh,
D6, it's
thank you.
D10 plus 2, so half my fighter levels, I think it is.
Okay. And then everyone within 10 feet of him, with his reaction, the spores are going to attack. So, Yelena. That's a 16.
That misses.
That just misses. Dusted. Necrotic spores come flying at you. That's a 5. And Valrus, you are
Misses.
just within range.
Yep.
Necrotic spores come flying at you, and that's a 16.
Finally hits.
Okay. That's 2d6 points of damage. You get a constitution saving throw. Or take 6 points.
Let's see. Oh, that's nice. I get advantage because of the key of Mesmer.
Oh, okay. So you need a 15.
And that beats it.
Nice. Okay. That is his turn. So, top of the round then is Valrus.
Alright. Wait, do I take any damage?
You don't. You avoid all the damage.
Okay.
But on the same turn as you, the lair gets to go. And instead of spores secreting from the walls and attacking all of you, the spores secrete from the walls and they appear to attack him. And as they do, the spores around him flash, and the wounds that he has taken, ever so slightly you notice they start to knit closed just that little bit more as he slowly starts to heal. Now it's your turn.
That's not good. Because of that guiding bolt, gonna cast Frostbite on them.
Okay, and in the meantime, Lena and Dusted, can you roll a perception check for me, please? Both of you have been in front of him for a little while now. Okay, Dusted,
21.
good. Yelena, you could have rolled last round, so you can roll again. I forgot about it last round.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's better.
Okay. Both of you notice he's carrying a key around his neck as it's moving, and the key has got, I believe, it's a green gem sitting in the center of the black key. Right. Felris, now it's your turn.
No, it is my turn. I still do the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Yep. DC 15 Constitution.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the memes. DC 15 Constitution.
Yes.
Okay, he gets a bonus to his Constitution.
Oh no.
Oh, what? That was so close on a 16, so he fails.
Very good. He's got disadvantage, I believe, and 1 damage.
1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops.
Oh, but it's on the next weapon attack roll. Has he been using a weapon even?
No.
Ah, waste.
It's okay.
Do you want to do
No,
something?
it's okay.
Do you want to do something else instead?
No, I've already done it.
Okay.
I'll leave it.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Then it's Fargo.
Alright.
Without being pedantic, another concentration roll, please, even if it's only 1 damage.
No? No? That's
No, no,
good.
it's
Oh,
Yeah, I think that passes.
I'm so glad that we wasted a 20 on that.
exactly.
On 1
I'm still
damage.
taking that 1 damage as a win.
Okay. Then it is Fargo's turn next.
Alright. I would like to use my action DM to call for Arky to this battle.
Oh, is this the same Arky who died in the swamp that you haven't used?
I think I did. Let me see. I have 1 block of incense left. So I think I did bring him back.
Okay.
Yes, I think I remember.
Okay, cool. In which case, Arky all of a sudden appears. Where do you want Arky to appear?
Just over in the entrance of the room.
Let me add Arky.
Do you mind rolling
Ah.
for his initiative?
I don't mind. Add to combat tracker.
And I will command him with my bonus action to go help the others. And yeah, basically, whatever my friends are fighting, he will try to help.
Alright. Arky is on the tracker at the same time as Dusted. Are you sure he doesn't go on the same time as you?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, but we can do it as whatever you want.
I mean, he's your familiar, so yeah, let's put him at the same time as you. Because those are like...
Alright?
I'm used to beasts being on the same... They share your initiative,
Yeah.
but they act on their own.
Yeah, you're right. Companions go on the same round, usually. Then he will go there and ready to help one of my... Oh, it disappeared. Sorry.
I'll get him back.
If you could make it tiny, that will be most appreciated. And yeah,
Okay.
he's just getting ready to help whoever needs it.
What sort of help is he going to offer?
Help attacking this guy.
Okay, so he's going to attack.
No, he's gonna use his help action to grant advantage on someone attacking this guy.
Okay, there we go. Cool. Is that your turn?
Yes. Action and bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Then next up is Lunan.
Considering that the toll of the dead didn't seem to... He just shrugged it off.
Mm-hmm.
Lunan will try throwing some sacred flames his way instead.
Ooh, okay.
He can jump out of the way from them.
Okay.
Dex save.
Dex saving throw.
I mean, how dexterous can a tree be?
Oh, what? I pressed the wrong button and it rolled a bloody natural 20. So, Dex save coming up. How much? 15?
15.
15, he fails his Dex saving throw.
Excellent. So he takes 3 radiant damage.
Okay. Done. Anything else?
He should do a
Concentration check.
concentration check. Then I'm done. If the thing disappears, I might move around a bit. But
He passes his concentration.
okay, then I'm done.
Okay. Dusted, it is your turn.
I would like to use a sleight of hand attack to steal that shiny thing around his neck.
Okay. A sleight of hand. So you're gonna.
I'm gonna reach in and try to grab it and wrestle it from him. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a sleight of hand though, because.
Oh well.
But yeah, basically, so you're gonna grapple and try and yank it off him.
I'm gonna try to yank the thing around his neck.
The key from around his neck.
And Dustin wants
it. All right. In which case, roll a contested either athletics or acrobatics, please. He is going to use acrobatics.
I'll take a 27 with a natural 20.
I will see your natural 20 with a dirty 20. Okay, as you do, you reach in, you grab, and with all of your wile and cat-like grace, you grab the chain around his neck that the key is bound to, yank it, and you hear this bah! As the force disappears and you pull the key from his neck in your hand. What next?
Yoink.
I don't know if I can reach it back to the other guys, but he would like to try and pass it to either Lunan or Valrus behind him.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you can grab it and just pass it behind you and hold your hand out and wait for someone to grab it on the next turn. That's no problem.
Yeah, so he's holding it out to either of them, just behind himself.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn, yeah.
In which case, Yelena, it's you next. What are you doing?
It's time to stab him again.
Okay. You're the last person in the round. Aki is going to move and give you advantage on your attack.
Oh, very nice. Sorry, the cat's walking over my keyboard.
Yeah, so Arky is distracting him with his talons, trying to grab him.
Okay.
I'll put on the booming blade because I can't remember if how long it lasts. Oh, it lasts for a round. So yeah, she'll do booming blade again if she does it in case he decides to move.
Okay.
I'll roll again. Oh, wait. Is
Almost.
Is a 19 treated as a natural 20?
Only if you've got the fighting skill.
Oh yeah, that's something else. Yeah.
That's your. There's a fighter's fight stance or something.
Yeah.
No,
or a feat.
Champion
fighter.
Yeah.
That's it.
There is also what are they called? Those
The warlock,
Oh,
the hexblade.
Is it the? And I think it's the vicious weapons.
Yeah, that could
Oh,
be
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Actually, a vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a vengeance, don't you?
Yes.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. As you swing your blade and it hits him, you. Funnily enough, the last time you hit him when it sounded wooden, it doesn't sound like that this time at all. But he still cackles.
Rotten corpses, rotten!
Is that your turn?
Concentration.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's got to do. Yeah, that's it. She doesn't have anything else.
Oh my goodness!
God damn
Another
it.
17.
God damn it!
Okay. It is his turn, and he is going to. He's used his one guiding bolt. He's in a bit of a tight spot here. Right. He hit you with the guiding bolt last time, so he gets advantage on his attack on you this time. However, he's also been hit with a disadvantage on a melee attack, so that's going to cancel out. He is going to use his staff to hit you.
Oh.
The gnarled wooden staff in his hand, and he is going to, as he does so, the gem at the top of the staff flashes, and he gets an 18.
Oh, damn, yeah, that hits.
Okay, so the staff itself, you take 6 points from. The flashing gem, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay, you save, so you don't take additional damage. How you don't take the disadvantage, but you do take necrotic damage as it flashes, and you take another 9 points of necrotic damage.
Gee. Okay.
Blocking for 8.
Okay.
Okay, so Dusted, you use your reaction to block, yes?
Dusted tries to hit the staff as it comes down with his hammer to knock it off course, so it doesn't hurt Challenge.
Okay.
Anything I can.
Anything you can to disrupt. Then, with his reaction, the spores are going to fly off, and they are going to attack one for each person within 10 feet. Yelena. Oh, that's a 5. It nearly went on to an 18. Dusted. That's a 5. That was it. And then Valrus right at the end. A natural 20. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 15. Ooh. Okay, lucky. Otherwise, you take 0 damage if you succeed. Otherwise, it would have been 12 plus 2d6. Awesome. That is his turn. Which brings us to the top of the next round. And that means that on the walls, Lunan, Valrus, and Dusted, I need you all to make Constitution saving throws as little puffs of spores erupt just where you're standing.
Is this also necrotic?
Yes.
Alright.
Dusted, you get a 10. Valrus, you fine. Oh, Lunan, you get a... Okay, so it's only Dusted who takes damage then.
Yep.
You take 6 points of necrotic damage as the spores blow necrotic gas to where you are. That is the Lair's turn. It is now Valrus.
Firebolt.
Okay.
Pew. 11.
And 11 misses, unfortunately.
11 does.
You are blessed.
But you're blessed.
That makes a difference.
It will.
Ooh!
Oh, that hits! That hits! As you manage to avoid necrotic damage, you turn around. You do 1 point
One
of damage. Okay.
Enough for a saving throw.
And he needs to make a constitution saving throw.
It's gonna be a 1 these days.
Yeah.
He rolls a 15.
No.
Okay. Next up, Vargo.
Alright, Vargo will use his action to see through Arky's eyes.
Okay.
Once he sees the situation, he realizes that Ark is exactly where he needs to be. Bonus action command him to help Jarlena again.
Okay. Then next up is Lunan.
Right, I forgot to mention, since it was my turn before Lunan, I guess, I would have probably grabbed the key as well and pocketed it.
Good point, yes. Who's wearing the other key, by the way?
Me.
Okay.
He is, which is... oh dear.
You reach forward to take the key from Dustard's outstretched hand. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh. Alright.
Okay.
You're blessed, just in case.
Some sort of a warning goes off, and you get the instinct that having two keys together next to each other may not be the right move.
Interesting.
Given that each key was issued to one particular person, are you still going to grab it?
No, I'm going to nudge Lunan to get it.
So, Lunan, as you see Valrus reach forward to grab the key from the outstretched hand of Dusted Cole, he's about to touch it and he stops, looks at you and then nudges you and points to the key. It is your turn.
I give him eye contact and then I reach out my hand and grab the key.
Okay. Go on.
I pocket it to deal with later, and if I still have my turn, I will do an attack.
You do, and as you do, you notice that the key has a purplish gem in its center.
Did we go through the colors, what effect they had before?
Yeah.
I have them for my key. It's Jet for necrotic, Amethyst is poison, Spinal Thunder, Citrine Lightning, Sapphire Force, Garnet is fire, obviously, and Tourmaline is cold.
Yeah, but this is an amethyst, so it's a purple stone, so it's probably poison.
Okay. Either way, I will look into that later. And we'll send a firebolt down the corridor.
You're going to send a firebolt down the corridor, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Roll to hit for me, please.
Many rolls. 22.
22 is good.
For a concentration check.
Okay. The firebolt flies across the room and hits our man, and he starts to giggle as it does. He saves.
You can't kill old Rice.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright then, next up, Dusted Coal.
Happy that his second hand is now free, he grabs the with the other hand on the top of the hammer. So he has two hands on the hammer and then brings it down on this old fool.
So you're gonna attack him with two-handed, yeah?
Two-handed, and that is never mind.
Are you not blessed? No.
No, unfortunately not. But
That's unfortunate. Has anyone else got inspiration?
No, I use it for my wisdom saving throw.
Unlucky. Anything else, Dusted?
well, he's gonna snarl a bit at the old man, and then that's it for me.
Okay, in which case, Yelena, you are up. As you step forward to the plate, you see Aki start flying in and harassing this old, bedraggled, messed up sort of thing.
She'll do another booming blade attack to him.
Okay.
So maybe I get a 20. No, it's a 25. I assume it's with advantage.
Yeah, it is with advantage. Okay. So, you bring the sword swinging over as... What is Booming Blade?
It's the thing that if he moves, he takes 1d8 thunder damage?
Yeah, no, sorry, I mean, is it verbal?
Oh, it is...
I think it's just a verbal spell, isn't it?
I think it's only semantic because you only need the sword to do it. Let me check.
Semantic and I guess material, which is just the weapon.
So Booming Blade, you don't even have to open your mouth to say anything.
Wow.
Nope.
Okay, so basically you just do it like using the Force.
Yeah.
Right, as you come swinging the sword down, your little single short sword with 9 points of damage, your swings hits him in the collarbone, and you see his eyes pop open as a look of surprise. The blade bites deep into him. How do you want to do this?
Oh my god.
Yay.
She'll just dig it deeper, I guess, and chop his head off.
Oh my god!
And she'll say, it's time to cut you down to size.
So, as Aki, the familiar from Vargo, is busy harassing this haggard one, Yelena's sword comes flying down, hacks into his clavicle, and she puts all her weight behind it and pulls it down, cutting deep through the collarbone into the front of his chest. It's time to cut you down to size. And as she pulls it up through the other side of his neck, she slices through, and his head, with his eyes wide open in surprise, and before he can get anything out of his throat, his head kind of just falls backwards off his body as his corpse falls forward. Boom! Onto the ground.
Summer.
Automatically losing concentration.
Yeah.
Looking down, you notice the body doesn't spurt out any blood. It almost seems to spurt out the same colour as the swamp. As like a black ichor seems to spread out across the ground in front of you. That brings us to the end of combat in 5 rounds. We are on 59 minutes. 57 minutes since you last activated the orb.
You might want to burn him. Burn him.
Back to the mages.
Burn him, Lord.
He's got no head. Do you really? I suppose it won't do any harm. I will throw a firebolt at the corpse.
Okay. It's not going to move anywhere. So yeah, the firebolt hits. Just the one, or more than one?
As many as it takes. Pulverize it.
Okay, so let me just so you're going to burn and melt him.
Yes.
Okay.
Just in case he gets back up.
Yeah. Why don't you just roll a d20 for me?
Alright. Let's see.
Okay, that's good enough to fail. You stand there as Yelena's leaning and heaving over the corpse, and you start firing firebolt after firebolt into his corpse. Lunan and Dusted get bored as they watch you ignite the corpse and start to burn everything and melt everything. How many minutes are you going to spend doing this?
Unless anyone stops him or asks for help until the others come out, I suppose.
Okay, so let's just say then, even after 5 minutes, whatever he's carrying is well and truly melted and destroyed.
Yeah. Satisfied.
Yeah?
Unless anyone wanted something from him.
It's too late now.
Oh.
Like the magic staff that he was carrying.
Who needs that?
As you do, you notice that the spores, they almost like pop off like fireworks as each one of them gets hit by a firebolt. Right, Dusted, Lunan, Vargo.
It's done.
Yes. Did you find anything? And does the distance to the chest.
No, I was too busy trying to not bleed out. Let's carry it outside, alright? Between the three of us, we should be capable of doing this.
Okay, Vargo, you might want to exchange places with Luna then. Because
Alright.
we have to lift it down for the stone pedestal, so. And then, on 3?
Yeah, I will guidance you, that's it.
1, 2, 3, and lift. And we're gonna try to lift the thing off, I guess?
The chest. You're going to lift
Yeah.
the chest off the altar and put it on the ground?
Well, at least, or try to carry it out, I don't know.
If it's light enough, we want to carry it out of the room.
The chest is a small ceremonial silver box, not really a chest. So,
Oh, right, so one person could carry it.
Oh yeah, it's like, it's the size of a small box, really.
Well,
Alright.
we don't need to carry it out, then we could just open
In that
it.
case, in that case, Vargo will scoof the gold that's outside while the others take the box.
Okay. Do you start scooping the gold into what exactly?
My bag.
I take out the satchel that I had some fruit that's probably started rotting a bit
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and pour it out and hand it to him.
Alright, cool. You start scooping all the gold in. It fills up the sack quite quickly, and you count 300 gold pieces.
Oh yeah.
But let me just get this straight. There was no reason to carry it outside, right? The box. We are still opening the box here, right?
Are you asking me, or are you telling the group?
I'm asking the group standing around it.
I
Is there any
guess
reason to carry such a small thing out?
I will
I guess
be
we want to keep the
comfortable.
box anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Dustin's gonna grab the box.
Mm-hmm.
And what death trap activates when I grab the box and lift it?
Well, nothing. It's like a soccer ball. You just pick it up and put it under your arm. Nothing happens.
Well, then Dustin's gonna march up.
Okay. grabbing the small silver, call it ceremonial silver box. You grab it and you march out.
Do I see Barry's stretching this individual?
As you come walking out, yes, you do. He's standing there and he's busy throwing firebolts into the body.
I think he got the point, Barry's.
Helen really wants this thing gone.
What if he grew back legs or something and got up and tried to
I
kill
don't
us?
think this thing is
He is the spawn man.
I
Okay?
You
think-
chopped its
Do you
head
see?
off.
That doesn't matter. He might grow a new one.
Who grows a new head?
Just-
I've not seen a single undead do that even.
Well, he's also a plant. They grow all the time.
Did the small people grow heads when they died?
I don't know, but this one seems like daddy's paw, so...
Did you unless check the body before burning it out?
What?
Oh, forget
That
it.
answers the question.
Magic staff? What magic staff?
You didn't check it either, so don't blame me. I wanted him dead.
Well, be happy now it's dead.
Good.
Do you
Maybe
want
we
to?
should...
Do you want to check the body?
I'll probably
that's-
stop now since I did say until everyone comes out, so...
Yeah, you did. So you haven't quite done 5 minutes. It doesn't take that long to scoop gold into a sack. I'd probably say it's only been 2. Which brings us to 59 minutes. And as we start hitting close to 60 minutes, the green orb, you realize the light starts to flicker and slowly grow dark.
That's
So
something.
about this legendary magic stuff.
Well, better get moving quickly. If you want to search this man, search him quickly, but let's get out of here before we are plunged into darkness.
All right. I will check the man.
The quickest of glances.
Okay. Right. He is... Let me just find him quickly. Okay, you search him. The majority of his clothes are currently burnt to pieces. He's been hit by numerous firebolts, but he's fallen forward. He had the staff in his hand on the one side, and the staff has managed to land on the ground. While it's taken some hits from the firebolts, it hasn't been destroyed just yet. He's got a couple of coins in a pocket, and he's got a small key in the same pocket with the coins.
Okay, I will left the coins and grab the key and the staff.
Okay.
Anything else of notice in him?
In here, no.
In him.
On him, no.
All right, let's move out.
Nothing that hasn't survived the firebolts. Everything else is burnt. Anything that was metal or that was petrified wood has managed to survive so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you guys slowly make your way out.
Quickly.
Yes.
Quickly.
Quickly.
Okay.
Should give the corpse one last kick. Be sure.
The head. You sort of miss the corpse and kick the head, and like a football, it bounces against the corner of the walls and rolls about and stops.
She just smiles and hurries off with the others.
Okay.
What if it grows a new body from its head? Perhaps you should go back in.
Luna cast a sacred flame on it, just to be sure.
Just to be sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Where are you guys headed?
Back
Um,
Ponty?
Should we go back
Us?
to the... Yeah, to Ponty.
Okay.
Okay, you do that. Dustin is gonna put the ceremonial chest down here because he cannot wait to open it. So if
Yeah, I
the
will not
plateau
oppose
is
you.
raised enough that he can place it down, he will do so.
Okay. Right, we finished the combat. I'll say let's finish our session here, so we can pick it up again in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dusted is carrying. Well, you've placed the chest down on the floor next to you.
Oh well, on the plateau where if the plateau is not more than 5 feet in the air, I cannot remember. I'm sorry.
The
How
raised platform in front of the throne. Do you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you can reach up and place it on there. That's no problem.
Yeah, exactly. So it's in front of him. There.
Okay. Cool. Right. Yeah. Let's pause it there. And so next week there's no D&D, but the following week we're on. I think 2 weeks on, 1 off, 2 weeks on again. I'll put some of the dates up on our chat. Awesome. Well, you managed to kill the druid of the fort and solve the maze quite quickly as well. So he was trying to run, but Yarlena got in his way.
Not gonna lie, that was a close one.
I was
Yeah,
so
it was.
convinced that he would turn to me the second that I took the fucking key from him.
I think you should be a
that he would just ignore Jalena and just target me.
reoccurring villain.
You pose no threat. You didn't hit him once.
Not one?
No, I didn't hit him once.
I don't think you did you?
I didn't. That's why I started stealing from him. instead.
So you were just helping him out, really, you know.
Yoink. Thank you. I'll take that.
Carolina was basically the only threat there.
This is true, yeah. Fortunately, she didn't get blinded. Dustin took most of the radiance from her.
And the follow-up of the staff.
Well, I would have been down a long time ago.
I think Vargo would have been down a while ago as well if it wasn't for you.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Right. Let's say goodbye to everyone on Twitch.
Bye, everyone.
Bye everyone on Twitch.
Thanks for coming.
See you in 2
Bye,
weeks. Cool.
Mhm.
And everyone on YouTube.